You know what? This is just like a breath of fresh air. I'm not kidding. I think it's been day 5, day 6. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. But it's just everyone's in it for the right reason. Everyone's in it. You have great energy. You have great people. And at the end of the day, everyone's putting aside their agendas and doing what's best for the team. And let me tell you, it is refreshing, and everyone's excited to be here.
Remember when Angel Reese and Chendi Carter thought they could get away with taking cheap shots at Caitlin Clark? When defenders could go after the rookie and the refs just let it slide? Yeah, that era is officially over.
She needs an enforcer. She needs a brute that will wreck people if they wreck her.
Sophie Cunningham just walked into Indiana Fever training camp, and she's not here to play nice. The veteran sharpshooter and Taekwondo black belt came with a message that's shaking up the entire WNBA. She's not just joining the squad, she's stepping in as the enforcer for the league's most targeted rookie, Caitlin Clark. To end this video, we'll break down Sophie's intense training camp moments, key interviews, and how she's becoming the Fever's secret weapon against all the cheap shot artists and bullies. If you're hyped, drop a CC and Sophie in the comments. Let's get into it.
Sometimes you need one of those players on your team. You need one of those enforcers. Every good player, by the way. Every good player, every good team that is a super duper star. Most of the time have enforcer type players.
Remember when Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA as the most hyped rookie of all time? The buzz was electric, but it didn't take long for the excitement to turn into something darker. As the games played out, a disturbing pattern emerged, one that left fans and analysts stunned. The stats tell the real story. A jaw-dropping 17% of all flagrant fouls in the entire WNBA last season were committed against one player, Caitlin Clark. Let that sink in. One rookie, in a league full of elite talent, somehow became the target of nearly 1/5 of the league's most dangerous fouls. That's not a coincidence. That's a message.
The hot topic going on right now. Caitlin Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down.
Game after game, the pattern became impossible to ignore. This wasn't just physical basketball. Opponents were targeting Caitlin Clark with brutal screens, excessive contact, and plays that crossed the line from competitive to downright dangerous. What should have been a celebration of a generational talent turned into a nightly gauntlet of cheap shots and hostility. And the worst offenders. They stood out fast. Angel Reese emerged as Clark's most visible antagonist, relentless with her physicality, and constant with the trash talk meant to rattle the rookie. But the most blatant moment came from Chendi Carter, whose unprovoked shoulder check on a fast break lit up social media like wildfire. These weren't just basketball plays. They were messages. And the whole world was watching. What made it even worse? The officials, time and time again, refs swallowed their whistles on plays that would have drawn immediate fouls for anyone else. The league's most high-profile rookie was getting hammered and getting no calls. Caitlin Clark wasn't just dealing with the pressure of leading a young, inexperienced Fever squad. She was doing it while navigating a nightly minefield of physical abuse, with little to no protection from the people meant to enforce the rules. IT wasn't just unfair, it was dangerous.
That's all I see. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court.
Through it all, Caitlin Clark displayed remarkable composure despite enduring treatment that would have pushed even seasoned veterans to speak out. She never once used the media to criticize officials or opponents. No excuses. No complaints. Just grit. She kept her head down, played through the contact, and showed a level of professionalism far beyond her rookie status. But the toll was obvious on her performance, her body language, and her ability to play her free-flowing, natural game. The Fever front office saw it all. And they weren't about to let their franchise cornerstone keep taking that kind of punishment. Heading into her sophomore season, they made a statement. Their off-season moves weren't just about adding talent, they were a calculated effort to build a roster designed to protect Caitlin Clark.
Like, she needs an enforcer, and if it ain't gonna be me, Michelle Rappaport, like, where is Charlize Oakley? Doesn't her team have like a Zavaria McDaniels or a Rakisha Mahorn? She needs like a goon on her team, because when your star player that's bringing so much money, so much attention to the league, and it's a collective. It's a bunch of them. It's been brewing.
This wasn't just about winning more games, it was about sending a message to the entire league. Target Caitlin Clark now, and there will be consequences. The Fever weren't just building a roster. They were constructing a fortress around their most valuable asset. But one critical question remained: who would lead this new mentality on the court? They needed someone with the perfect blend of toughness, experience, and zero tolerance for cheap shots. And they found her. A 6'1" dynamo with a black belt in Taekwondo, a sniper's touch from beyond the arc, and a reputation for never backing down from a fight. Sophie Cunningham.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
Enter Sophie Cunningham, a player whose reputation preceded her, but whose true mission in Indiana didn't become clear until she stepped up to the MIC at training camp. Behind her sharpshooting resume, 37.8% from three for her career, was something even more valuable to the Fever: a warrior's mentality. And when she spoke, it wasn't just to her teammates, it was a message sent loud and clear across the WNBA. Caitlin Clark won't be fighting alone this season.
I just think that's what they were doing in the offseason. They were trying to get winners, people who know how to compete, people who want to win, and put that together with experience, people who have championships. And so when you have that type of combination, and us kind of young bucks, I'm kind of a tweener, and then you have the vets, you know, you're just trying to be a sponge, you're trying to learn, you're trying to be good now, but at the end of the day, you're trying to be the best when it's preseason, right? And so that's why you have those vets, is so you can learn from them. They've been around the game for a really long time, and that's kind of the refreshing part about being on this team, is that everybody wants to learn, and so everyone's dialed in.
As Sophie Cunningham stepped into her first Fever media session, reporters were expecting the usual cliches: something about fresh starts, team chemistry, maybe a nod to building culture. Instead, they got 6 words that echoed through the basketball world: I'm here to make sure nobody takes cheap shots at our players. That stops now. In an era where most athletes stick to polished, PR-approved soundbites, Cunningham's blunt, unapologetic declaration hit like a thunderclap. It wasn't just talk. It was a warning.
I do think that everyone knows that we have something special here. I think a lot of teams have a lot of teams that are special, a lot of rosters that are special, but can you put it together? Can you put aside your agendas? Can you come into work every single day when you're tired, when you're sore, and still get something done and stack the days? And that's what we're doing. Today was tough, you know what I mean? Like, we've been going for a long time. They haven't been, this is not an easy training camp, I'll tell you that, but I think we're gonna be better for it. And I think if you ask anyone, everyone kind of just feels that nice energy.
What makes Sophie Cunningham uniquely suited for this enforcer role isn't just her size or physicality, it's the foundation she brings with her. Her background in Taekwondo instilled a level of discipline, control, and toughness that translates directly to her playstyle. She's not reckless, she's calculated. Throughout her WNBA career, Cunningham has earned a reputation as someone who doesn't flinch when things get chippy. She leans in. She stands up. She answers back. For a team that's drawing lines and setting boundaries, she's not just a shooter. She's the shield.
I'm on year 7, and I did not believe people when they're like, hey, when you get old, you're gonna know. Boy, I think I'm starting to get old, and I hate saying that. But no, it's just, we play fast, right? We're gonna be quick. We're a run and gun, we're a shooting team. But with that, you gotta get your cardio. With that, you have to play fast but play smart. And so there's a fine line between that, and we're all trying to get that. There's a lot of people here, a lot of different rotations. A lot of people that you haven't played with before, so you have to know where they want the ball, when they want it, their rhythm, their style of play. And so a lot of people are learning, but it's fun, right? Everyone's excited to be here, everyone's working hard. We've had 3 really, really good days.
Sophie Cunningham's commitment goes beyond simply standing guard over Indiana's star rookie. During training camp interviews, she made it clear her focus isn't just on protecting Caitlin Clark, it's on creating a culture of support. It's important that we know and love each other off the court, Cunningham explained, because that naturally translates to on-court chemistry and a willingness to fight for each other. This philosophy reveals a deeper strategy. Sophie isn't just here to protect Clark from cheap shots, she's building a foundation where every player feels secured. Cunningham's vision, mutual trust, and support off the court directly fuel the strength and unity on it. It's not just defense, it's team culture.
What's that chemistry building process been like, especially off the court?
Yeah.
Since you guys are all now in market.
You know, I don't even want to sound like this, but it's been easy. It's been easy because you have really, really great people here. that want to be a part of something special. And so they're not only phenomenal athletes, but they're phenomenal people. They're out in the community. They do what's right. I don't know. We're just good stewards. And so when you're around those types of people, it's refreshing. And when I say this, I'm truly happy to be here because it hasn't been like this for my career in a really long time.
When reporters pressed Sophie Cunningham about the physical treatment Caitlin Clark endured during her rookie season, Cunningham didn't hesitate. "That's not basketball," she said firmly. "That's not going to happen on my watch." Her directness left no room for interpretation. The days of using excessive physicality as a strategy against the Fever's franchise player, those days were over.
Anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You know, you have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable.
Cunningham's experience playing alongside legends like Diana Taurasi and Brittney Griner has given her a unique perspective on handling the spotlight. "I understand what it's like to have every move scrutinized," she said during camp, explaining her method for blocking out the external noise and safeguarding the team's mental space. That veteran wisdom is proving invaluable for a young Fever squad now facing the kind of attention most teams only dream of.